A poor artist gets the power to bring his drawings to life, and now bundles of money are falling on him. Cottages appear on the road, and a luxury car grows right out of paper. But soon he learns the terrible secret of his superpower. An artist named Kei Hwani is painting a portrait of a beautiful girl on the street. He uses his brush quickly and confidently. The client is very pleased with the result and pays him for his good work. A fancy car appears, and someone throws a small wad of money to Kei Hwang. This is his competitor Lai Chen-yu. It turns out that he sold all the paintings of our hero under his own name and took 95% of the profits for himself. In addition, this man stole his beloved girlfriend from Kei Hwani. A talented artist angrily kicks his old car, and it falls apart. Kei Hwan walks down the alley of artists to his rented apartment. The owner of this apartment is already waiting for him at the door. He urgently demands to pay the rent, otherwise our hero will be kicked out onto the street. Kei Hwan comes to the owner of the exhibition hall named Lai Chu and asks to be allowed to participate in the exhibition. Lai Chu replies that our hero has too little talent, and he will use Lai Chun-yu's paintings for the exhibition. In a barbershop, two bullies bully a blind girl named Xiaoying and slap her with a comb just below her back. Kei Hwan stands up for her and starts a fight with the bullies, getting a lot of injuries in the process. Our hero gives his blind friend white high-heeled shoes. The girl is very happy. They are dancing together and want to kiss. But suddenly a friend of Kei Hwan named Meng Fa appears. This guy was also an artist, but he stopped believing in his talent and now sells lottery tickets. After drinking alcohol, he and Kei Hwang fall asleep right at the table. A UFO appears over the night city. 3 aliens disembark from the spaceship on the alley of artists. Kei Hwan wakes up, but pretends to be asleep. He wants to take a picture of the aliens on his phone, but they disappear along with their ship and leave only some kind of glow stick. In the morning, Kei Hwan tells Meng Fa that he saw aliens, but the guy just laughs in response. It turns out that he once painted a picture with UFOs and aliens, which is why Kei Hwan had such a strange dream. Our hero goes to the alley of artists to paint portraits again. He notices a strange stick among his pencils, found at night, decides that it is a pencil and sharpens it. It really is a pencil, but not a simple one, but a magic one. Everything he draws becomes real. First it's a stone and then an apple. Now Kei Hwan can turn her drawings into reality and create tangible things. Our hero runs to Meng Fa's workshop and asks him to hit him to make sure that this is not a dream. Pain proves to a man that he really is not sleeping. Meng Fa thinks his friend has gone mad. Then Kei Hwan draws an ingot of gold on paper. Nothing happens. Upset, he throws a piece of paper through the open window and hears a scream. A man shouts that a stone has been thrown at him, but suddenly notices that it is a gold ingot. After that, Kei Hwan draws a huge ingot of gold, and it also materializes. Now they are fabulously rich. Kei Hwan draws a huge cottage, and it materializes right in the middle of the street. A crowd immediately gathers around him. Soon the police arrive. The officers want to find out whose house was built here without permission. Kei Hwan wants to erase his drawing, but he doesn't have an eraser. However, there is a special button on the other end of the pencil. This is a vacuum cleaner. With his help, Kei Hwan erases his drawing, and the house in the middle of the street immediately disappears. Our heroes decide that you can't just draw a house, but you can draw money to buy it. Meng Fa draws a check for 2 million yuan, but it's just numbers that fall to the floor. Then Kei Hwan draws a wad of money. A couple of seconds later, our heroes are flooded with banknotes. The owner of the house where Kei Hwan rents his apartment gathers all the tenants in the courtyard and urgently demands to pay the rent. He threatens to kick out anyone who doesn't. Kei Hwan and Meng Fa appear in gorgeous suits and hats. They give the owner several suitcases of money. This is the payment of rent for all tenants for 100 years in advance. Our heroes say that they move and leave this poor neighborhood in luxury cars. Lai Chun-yu chooses a house and argues with a realtor, trying to buy a cheaper property. Suddenly, K-Hwan and Meng Fa appear. They are ready to buy the best house with a private garden. K-Hwan and Meng Fa don't even bargain and immediately pay for their purchase in cash. K brings Xiao-In home. He hires an entire orchestra with fireworks, invites hundreds of guests, buys 999 red roses and offers the girl to become his wife. At this moment, Meng Fa's girlfriend, Xiao Tian, arrives with whom he communicated on the internet. Xiao-In refuses to marry K-Hwan, as he believes that she is not suitable for him for such a luxurious life. Our hero catches up with his beloved on the street and reveals to her the secret of his wealth. Then Xiao-In asks to draw her eyes. K-Hwan agrees. The next day, she and Meng Fa tried to create a portrait of Xiao-In by painting her healthy eyes. At first, they only draw the eyes, and they materialize on Meng Fa's shoulder. Then our characters realize that they need to draw all of Xiao-In, not just her eyes. K-Hwan spends 5 hours painting his picture. Xiao-In disappears for a second. The image in the painting flashes, and the girl reappears. But now she sees everything. An urgent news release reports that a popular movie star has lost her eyeballs right during filming. In addition, there were several other strange incidents. For example, the owner of the cottage suddenly lost his house while he was watering the flowers. And then this house appeared again. Another man admits that he was riding with his girlfriend in a Rolls-Royce, and his car suddenly disappeared into thin air. The police then look through the CCTV footage in the vault of a large bank. Money magically disappears there. Meanwhile, K-Hwan and Meng Fa fly in a hot air balloon with their girlfriends, attend a marine show at the aquarium and arrange festive fireworks. K-Hwan comes to Lai Zhu and asks for an exhibition of his paintings. The gallery owner wants to kick him out, but our heroes are willing to spend 5 million yuan on this exhibition. Upon hearing about this, Lai Zhu immediately agrees. Everyone is interested in the reason for K-Hwan's success. Lai Zhongyu is very jealous of him and constantly shouts at his girlfriend. He hires private detectives and finds out that K-Hwan hasn't sold a single painting lately. The police are investigating the mysterious disappearance of money in banks, as well as various valuable items. Lai Zhongyu calls Police Commissioner Zhen and informs him that the bank robber may be K-Hwan, and his miraculous success is linked to illegal activities. An exhibition of paintings by K-Hwan opens at Lai Zhu Gallery. Our hero enjoys his fame. Everyone praises him for his incredible talent. K-Hwan delivers a solemn speech from the stage. Journalists film him on camera, and fans ask him to sign on the purchased paintings. However, our hero doubts that people really like his paintings. Xiao-In advises K-Hwan to disguise himself and pretend to be a visitor in order to get the honest opinion of the public. The visitors don't know much about art, but they say they like everything. K-Hwan's paintings are being sold for a lot of money at auction. Right in the middle of the auction, K-Hwan and Meng Fa are arrested by the police. The police accuse them of stealing money, cars, and other items. K-Hwan admits that he has a superpower that creates various things. The policeman asks to create a Ferrari for him. Our heroes draw a car, and a luxurious red car appears in the middle of the hall. Surprisingly, the police immediately let them go. In K-Hwan, Meng Fa returns to the exhibition and convinces the audience that everything is fine. Xiao-In looks through the news feed on his smartphone and confesses to K-Hwan that he is doing very bad things. He painted her eyes, and someone else's eyes disappeared. He painted a car, and someone was left without it. He painted a cottage, but it disappeared somewhere. The alien pencil does not create anything, but only takes away what already exists somewhere. This can be called teleportation. Commander Zhen finds out that the created Ferrari has disappeared right from the car showroom. The police are setting up surveillance on our heroes and waiting for an order for another arrest. His ex-girlfriend Ma Shasha comes to K-Hwan's house. She admits that Lai Chun-Yu beat her up and drinks a lot of wine. K-Hwan drinks with her, gets drunk, and accidentally tells her his secret. It turns out that Lai Chun-yu has attached a tracker to the girl and with its help hears and sees their conversation. Now he knows the whole truth. Kei Huang wakes up with a terrible hangover. Ma Shasha has left, and police officers are already sitting in the house. Kei Huang is ready to show the police his pencil. Xiao Yin wants to return her eyes to the injured actress. She is ready to become blind again. Xiao Chan supports her friend. She loves Ming Fa not for his wealth, but for his sincere feelings. Girls don't need a magic pencil and illegal wealth. The police promise that our heroes will not go to jail if they return all the stolen items and money. Kei Huang opens his safe, but it's empty. It turns out that after Ma Shashi left, Lai Chun-yu snuck into the house and took the magic pencil. Lai Chun-yu is going to fly out of the city by helicopter with Ma Shasha and use the pencil for his own purposes. He wants to become the coolest art dealer and paint the best showroom. But it turns out to be a giant, ugly structure made of glass and metal. One of the guards suggests that Lai Chun-yu draw himself a mansion and a car, as Kei Huang did. A man imagines a giant palace. Now he wants to become an emperor.